Hey, Lynn Huber here. Let's walk through my 5-step guide to a successful Avon business. We're going to be breaking it down exactly how I was able to build a successful Avon business and sustain that for 22 years. And that really is the key, right? Wherever you are in your business, the key is sustainability. And if you're a rep and if your goal is President's Club, you want to sell at least $385 a campaign. That gives you the consistent income that you can count on. So whatever your goal is, once you make that goal and you know what it is you need to do, then yes, you can count on your income. In fact, you can count on your income more than somebody working a full-time job right now. I mean, there's no guarantee that they're still going to have that job when they show up for work tomorrow. In fact, my daughter has an amazing job and she just found out that her department is being eliminated. And, that's horrible, but it is what it is, right? But you have a guarantee because you know that you're going to do the work to make your business work. And you can always count on yourself. So let's walk through this. Okay. So here is my 5 steps, right? Number 1, define success. Right here. Step number 1, define success. Success for everybody is different. So stay in your lane, focus on what works for you, what works for your family, what works for the income that's going to make a difference for you and your family. Number 2, know your numbers. So you really can't get anywhere in this business if you don't have a starting place and you're not tracking your numbers. So I'll dive deeper into that and I'll actually show you a tracking worksheet that I've made available for you. Or you might even have something that you're already using, and that's totally okay too. But at the very basic level, it's critical that you track and know your numbers. Number 3, create daily habits. So from day 1 of starting my Avon business, I set a work schedule. I went to work for myself, just like I was going to work for my full-time job. I didn't have a lot of time in the beginning, but I worked, you all know my story probably. I commuted an hour and a half each way to work, and I was working 70 hours a week. But even then, I knew that when I did get home, I had certain things I had to get done in my business, right? And once my Avon business allowed me to quit my job, I set a schedule and even I developed an office building sales route. I was so terrified that now that my income was dependent on me, and I was worried that I would somehow drop the ball and get complacent. So I set up my work hours. I actually planned out some buildings that I went to, and I every other Wednesday I went to this building. Every other one, I set up this whole schedule. And I actually set up my work hours and I slotted them into my calendar because I had to make it work. This is critical. If it's not in your calendar, it most likely won't get done. I know that's true for me, and that's probably true for many of you, right? So schedule that time for yourself. Go to work for yourself, just like if you worked in a job. You can create your office hours however you choose. That's the great thing about our business, is that you can be flexible. So if you want to work, say, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, that's totally okay, because that kind of schedule still allows you to build your business, but you can schedule it around other things that are going on in your life. Or if you have a child who's in school and they're doing something, I don't know, whatever that might be, football or cheerleading or whatever, you can block out that time and work your business around it, right? And so you just have to be very focused on the time when you are working. So you're going to need to have those daily habits of exactly what you're going to do. That's what's going to help you build quickly. And if you don't do that, it will feel like you're working your business 24 hours a day and you're getting absolutely nothing done. So, it's really important. And if you need help, get it. Maybe you need to have someone come in and take care of your kids for a couple hours so you can get your work done. Or, maybe focus on a power hour, like maybe when your kids are taking a nap, or if you do have somebody coming in for an hour or two, take a power hour and focus on that, right? With the extreme focus. With that focus, you can accomplish more than you would if you were doing it here, there, and everywhere, and in between laundry and dishes and who knows what else, right? Number 4, implement systems. So I'll show you our simple system, and you can develop more systems that will help you grow and expand your business. But that's why systems are so important. It's because they help you scale. At the end of the day, you want to be thinking about, how can I work with me being one person to many people? So you to many, right? Rather than one-to-one. One-to-one is not scalable. There's only so many hours in a day, but you can work with 100 people. You can work with 1,000 people. You can do that all at one time, right? In a Zoom meeting. So I'm a big fan of systems that help you scale so that you're not repeating the same thing over and over and over again. In fact, that's really why I started the Online Beauty Biz blog, right? I found that I was answering the same questions over and over again. Like every new rep has the same questions. So I would write a post or I'd make a video. And now when someone has that question, I refer them to my post or my video. And so there it is. But that's also a system, right? So you can use these posts on my Online Beauty Biz and the videos for your new team members who have those same questions. Just refer them to Online Beauty Biz, or even better yet, refer them directly to the post that will answer their question. Step number 5, be accountable. So especially if you're building and growing your business, find another rep that you trust, that you can work together with, and you can hold each other accountable. You can find someone in our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group, or, it doesn't even have to be Avon. It can be someone you know from another direct sales company, someone who's also working their business, and someone that you trust and who will hold you accountable for what it is you want to achieve. Because even if you have different goals, even if you're working 2 different businesses, you still say, this is what I'm going to do. And they're saying, that's what I'm going to do. And you're going to hold each other accountable to that, right? And it doesn't mean you have to have a call with them every week. You could text each other once a week, or you could check in once a month, or, whatever. Just define what works for you. There's no one size fits all. So let's go a little deeper into these steps. Step number 1 was define success. So just the other day, I asked in our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group, what 3 things do you want to achieve in the upcoming year? And so as we talk about defining success, narrow it down to 3 things, because that's going to help you not feel so overwhelmed. Because what happens is when you have too many things that you want to do, or your goal is too big, you become overwhelmed and then you procrastinate and you don't get it done, right? And before you know it, the year's over and you're like, what was that thing that I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I never got to that. Right? And so you got to keep it simple. And so I like having just 3 things that you want to accomplish. Just work on those 3 things. And most of the time, those things are going to help you achieve other bigger things as well. And so here's some of the answers that you answered in that post that I said. So Patricia says, get the leadership part going again. Honor society or better. Grow my online customers. I love that. That's precise. She made very clear points. She knows what she's doing, right? Shannon, hit President's Club. Earn a trip, not owe the IRS. That's pretty good. She's got her 3. Jennifer Wilson, hit President's Club. Recruit 10 or more that are active. That's the key word, right, Jennifer? Active. And create an online customer base. Tammy says, hit PC. So she knows she has one goal anyway. She knows she needs to sell $10,000, right? If you're watching this video later, PC is President's Club, and right now it's $10,000, but it might change, right? So if you're watching this video later, the goal might be a little different, right? Sherry says, try to get to PC and then learn this tech stuff. And then Robin says, learn more about how to take advantage of ChatGPT, learn more about automating processes and how to apply them, level up in leadership. So she's very clear about what she wants to accomplish this year. And Diane says, I agree with Patricia. An online business would really help my gas consumption. So that's great. You guys all have these. So let's go to the next one. The next one is know your numbers. So I have a Google sheet that's going to help you know your numbers. So this sheet will help you track exactly what you're doing, and you'll always know where you stand. Here's what it looks like. And you can find it at onlinebeautybiz.com/know your numbers. I'll drop a link to that below the video as well. Okay. So these are the numbers. So you want to track sales, you want to track number of customers, recruits. These are the numbers that you should know off the top of your head. And so with Avon in general, the average customer order is like around $30. You might find that it's different for you. It's just simple math. So what were your total sales for the campaign? How many customers ordered from you that campaign? And then you divide the total sales by the total number of customer orders to get your average order. My Google Sheet's going to do that for you. And that's why we have this funny formula right here in this field. Okay. So let me show you my sheet, by the way. It's right here. This is it. And so when you go in, you can say, this year I will, and you can set your goals, right? I want to achieve President's Club. So it's $10,000 a campaign. So you know that you need to sell $385, right? Or earn a trip to, this year it's a cruise. Over here, recruit X number of team members a year, which equals X number of campaigns. So if you wanted to recruit, I don't know, let's make it super easy. There's 26 campaigns in a year. So if you wanted to recruit 26 people this year, you need at least one per campaign, right? And learn what do you want to learn? And then down here, for the campaigns, so campaign number 1, what was your total personnel sales? I'm going to just put some numbers in here so you can see. So say your total sales was $50. You had 2 customers. See how it automatically changed that to 25? That way you can log for each campaign. And then how many recruits did you get? So, you could log that in there, right? So this right here says error because there's no numbers in there. But once you put the numbers in, they go in. So let me see, what else did I have to say about that? So you're not going to type in this field. So as soon as you enter those in, then it will automatically calculate, and it will. And then once you know your average order too, that helps you to know how many customer orders you need to meet your goal. So if your goal is $385 and your average customer order is $30, then you just take 385 divided by 30. That's 12.83. So 13 customers, right? So then you're going to put in the number of recruits, and then you've got your team sales and total team recruits. These are just basic numbers for a rep building a team. And let's see, I talked about the goals at the top. So if you're working towards President's Club, $10,000 is the total, divided by 26 campaigns is actually $384.62. So just to keep it easy, let's put 385 in there, right? So this is just a field. You could just like replace this with 385, right? So I'm not going to make that change because this document's there for you. But anyway, you want to, like, if you want to earn a trip, you need to figure out, and Avon has a really great tracker for that to help you figure out how much you need to sell each campaign to earn that trip, right? And then exactly how many team members do you want to recruit, and then learning a new skill. What is it you want to learn this year? Robin, in the last slide, she had some specific ideas like ChatGPT and different things she wanted to learn, right? And so this is definitely something that almost all of you, if you do these 3 things that you want to make happen in your business, this is going to help you keep track of all that. And, like I said below, I'll give you the link to that Google Sheet in the below the video so that you can have access to it. So one thing I need to say is this Google Sheet is read only. I mean, you don't want to edit it in this sheet because then everybody would be able to see it, because that link is available for every rep to look at, right? And so you have to create your own anyway. So what you're going to do is up here, right under where it says Online Beauty Biz, Know Your Numbers, it says File, and then you can make a copy. So if you just do that, File, make a copy, it will save that in your Google account. And then you can edit it. You can customize it to whatever you want. Okay. So one more thing, I have a couple other things to help you track here. At the bottom of the sheet, there's tabs. So right now that's personal and team tracking. Then we have personal daily sales and team daily sales. This is something I learned from a top leader, that you need to track your numbers every day. So I go in at night before I go to bed and I look at my numbers. Where am I at? So this is for campaign 1. And there's 14 days in a campaign. So on day 1, which is Wednesday, the first day of the campaign, how much did you sell? So say you sold 50, right? Maybe on day 2, you only sold 12. I mean, I'm just putting numbers, right? No, I'm sorry. If you would have sold 12, I go into Vibe is where I get my numbers, but you can also get it from your dashboard. So what's your total sales as of today? So Thursday night at the end of the day, then maybe it says 72 is your total sales because you only sold $22 that day, right? And then maybe on Friday, you have $105 in sales. So you can see how you're growing. But here's what's going to happen is as you grow over time, you can let's see, we can just come up with numbers. So you can see this way, you can judge it from one campaign to the next, right? How you're doing. So when you get over here to Wednesday and Thursday, if you're way behind, then you need to catch up. So this is a great way to log your numbers and keep track of them every day. It's your total sales, not your day's sales. It's what you've sold so far this campaign to that day. Then I also have that for team sales. So maybe you have $1,000 in team sales, And then on Thursday, you have 2,500 and so on. And then as this report goes down and as you get farther along in it, you can see what your trends are. It makes it super easy for you. And then I go all the way through Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, day 14. That's a full 2 weeks. And then I put my ending numbers here. So sometimes it changes because overnight from Tuesday night, anything that hadn't processed yet comes in. So sometimes that ending number is a little different than the last number. But these are just great ways for you to track your sales. And, like I said, it's just really critical for you to know what your numbers are all the time. I mean, this is really super important. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, create daily habits. So we have our daily 8 tracking sheet, and you can find it here on onlinebeautybiz/your-daily-8. And I'll also add a link below the video for you on that. And when followed consistently, the Daily 8 plan is going to help you maintain the consistency required to build a thriving team and an exponentially expanding residual income. So you're going to print off the sheet and you're going to use it to track your weekly points. Now, when you go to this page that I gave you, and you can download it, it's a PDF. It's like 11 pages or something. And you're just going to want to print one copy of the document because it gives you a lot more details about each of these steps, right? But you just want to print off, this is page 2, and you'll want to print off a bunch of these copies, and you'll have one for each week, right? And so your plan is to get 8 points per day, 5 days a week. So at the top, you're going to put in the week of, so whatever you start your week on, Sunday or Monday, like today is December 26th when I'm recording this, is Tuesday. Monday was Christmas, obviously, but if you start your week on Monday, then you might put 12/25 up here, right? And what days are you going to work? Like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe you take Wednesday off. Maybe you work Monday through Friday, whatever days you're going to work. And then your goal is to get 8 points a day. And you can get them for prospecting for customers, 1 point for each name you collect. So if you give out a book to somebody and you get their contact information, that's a point, right? So you can just do all of these things on this list are important for your business. But you want to spend the most of your time doing active things, such as prospecting and getting brochures or brochure links out, because those are the things that are actually going to grow your business. So maybe set a goal for how many new contacts you're going to get every day. So let's just say that you have a goal that you're going to find 3 new people every day to share your brochure with. Focus on getting that done. That's going to give you 3 points, right? Because you're prospecting for customers. So you would get 3 points under that one. And then you can get the rest of your points from the other tasks on the form. So that keeps it simple, right? So stay focused on those income producing activities that are going to actually help you grow your business. Of course, if you want to grow even quicker, you can set your goals higher, maybe work on 10 or 15 points a day. But at least focus on the 8 points a day, 5 days a week to grow your business. This is duplicatable for everybody. Everybody can get 8 points in a day, right? So staying on that above theme, let's put it into practice. Maybe you talk to 3 new people who you share a brochure link with, or you drop off a brochure to. Maybe you go out and you meet them in the grocery store, or as you go about your day in the post office, or just doing your errands for the day, right? Or maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to build online. So maybe you focus on social media by sending messages to new people, starting conversations, and asking them if they'd like to see an Avon brochure. Making new friends has never been easier thanks to social media. And I'm not just talking about spamming new people. I'm talking about really looking for people that you can connect with. So whether it's an interest-based group that you're in, or people that you have a conversation with online. But let's say that you're into dogs, or you're into crochet or crafts or cooking or whatever your interests are, right? And you send a personal message about something they posted and start a conversation. So it's literally just making new friends. You're not talking about Avon yet. You're just working on making friends, right? And if you just work on meeting 3 new people every day, well, wait, let me back up just a little bit. When you made the friend, that's not a point for getting a brochure to them. But every day you're going through and you're meeting new friends. And then when the time is right, then you can say, would you be interested in seeing a brochure, right? You've had some conversation back and forth. But if you just work on meeting 3 new people every day, that's 15 new people in a week and 60 in a month. Can you imagine what your business is going to look like in a year? So if you met your goal of 3 new friends, that's 3 points that you're going to put on the sheet. And then you follow up with the 3 people you talked to 2 days ago, that's another point. And then maybe you post in your VIP group or you post a Facebook reel about your products. That's 2 more points. So now you only need 2 more points before you're done with your day. So maybe you call or text a customer to let them know that the item they always use is on sale or it's back in stock, right? Or maybe you do a training or you do a Zoom call with your team. There's all kinds of things on this list that you can do. So obviously for some of these, such as deliver orders, I gave you 1 point here. Where's the deliver orders? Sort and deliver customer orders, 1 point. Obviously that depends on how big your business is too. And if you have a bunch of orders to sort and deliver, maybe give yourself a point for every hour you spend delivering them, or however. There's no wrong or right way. I mean, the point system is just to help you stay on track. Nobody's going to judge you. The key is being consistent and doing the actions every day to move your business forward. You'll know if you're doing enough, if your business is growing or not, right? So it's really important to create those daily habits, and our Daily 8 system is going to help you with that. So next slide, implement systems to scale. Excuse me. So this is going to vary for all of you depending on how you're defining success. But as a very basic, start with our simple system to automate your follow-ups. You have to be attracting new people to you all the time. You have to, because attrition happens. People die. A lot of our customers are elderly, right? People die or they go away or they find a new rep or whatever. We're always having to attract new people. But once you find them, you want to plug them into our system. So our simple system to automate your follow-ups is going to help you scale your business. And you can find that here on Online Beauty Biz right here, /automate-your-follow-ups. Okay. And I'll also put a link to that below the video. But we teach that you have to do 3 things. Get a brochure to everyone, every campaign, follow up with everyone you gave the brochure to, and then make the sale, right? Either you take their order or they go online and then you deliver it, right? Or it's shipped directly to them, and then rinse and repeat. It's really simple. It's just those 3 things. Find new customers, get a brochure to them, and then follow up and make the sale, right? And so I use Campaign Mailer to mail my brochures, and I use Project Broadcast to text out the digital brochure every campaign. I also use Project Broadcast to follow up with both my delivery customers. I say, hey, just a reminder, my order's going in on Wednesday, right? Or my online customers, hey, welcome to campaign, whatever it is, 1, 2, whatever, right? So those follow-ups I use for Project Broadcast, and you're going to find more in this post. There's you want to check this out because there's even a video here where I teach you how to use the system and help you get started. Okay, so I'll put a link to that under the video. And then the next system I have is another system is our online Beauty Biz Boards app. Have you guys checked this out yet? It is incredible. And the Boards app in general is just really helping me with my business. But this is a system to help your new rep get started. It's to get started in your business. When you join, you have to join it, and it's an app. But the link here is onlinebeautybiz.com/boards. That will take you to the page where you can join my board. It'll just ask for your email address, and then once you're in, it looks like this, and I have new reps start here. So Avon Pathway to Success. This is a folder, and in that folder is all of the getting started stuff for new reps. And it's going to help you get started building online, and it has training on how to share your digital brochure and how to build on social media and what to say and how to set goals and how to reach them. All of that's in there, right? But even if you're not new, I believe this board's going to help you too, especially if you want to build online. So be sure to take the board's training right here. And I believe I also have it under the Pathway to Success. But the board's training is going to teach you how to use the board and how to make it work for you. Because you can't just use my board, just like that Google Sheet I told you about earlier. You can't just edit it because lots of people can see it, so it's not yours. So basically you need to create your own folder to copy the boards to, and then you can edit them with your information and make it all ready to go. The really cool thing about the boards is it literally sits on your keyboard on your phone. And so if you're like scrolling or you're in Facebook Messenger or you're in text, you can literally click on your keyboard on the phone, and it'll come up with the boards, and you can it will just literally choose which one you want, and it will just paste it in there. It's really cool. The training is going to show you all of that. So, but this online beauty biz board can help you get your team members up and running quickly. You don't have to create anything to get your new team member started. It's kind of all here, right? Just guide them to the boards app. But then you'll want to come back to on the back end with the coaching after they've done the training. So ask them what they learned. Ask them, what do you want to take action on? What are their goals? What are the next 3 things they want to make happen? So that's kind of how you'll use this. And then what's cool, and I have the boards all set up for this, but social media is the best way to scale your business online. So this online beauty biz board has prompts and scripts for you to create conversations on social media. You'll have convo starters. Here's some of the products that are being featured in the campaign. I have social media posts and stuff you can use. The links, you can edit the links to have all of your links for your website, your live shopping, all of that, right? There's in the follow-ups, how to follow up. All of these are just literally copy and paste things that you can paste into a Facebook message or a text or whatever. It's all here for you. But let's talk about social media for a minute, right? Reels, both on Facebook and Instagram, are specifically designed to help you reach a new audience. So if you've ever watched a reel, you're seeing reels that come from people you don't know. They're not people you follow necessarily, right? That's on purpose, because Facebook and Instagram are pushing the reels out to a whole new audience, people that have never even met you. So reels are awesome. They help you gain more exposure, and TikTok videos are the same. They'll help you gain more exposure. So you want to do reels if you can, whether it's your talking face or whether it's something else. You just want to, reels are really important for growing your business. Facebook and Instagram stories help you get more exposure with the people who are already following you. So they're the only ones who will see those. So stories, but because they're seen at the top of your feed, though, they're seen more often. So the people that are following you are more likely to see your story than they are a post. And so it helps you to build relationships with those who are following you. Facebook groups are a great way to meet more people. But you know what? I'm starting to think VIP groups are no longer the answer. They're really hard because they're specifically around your Avon business. They're hard to keep people engaged because people just aren't that excited about our products. Sure, they love them, but they're not going to spend all day in there, right? And chatting. But instead, what if you created a group about something you love, such as crochet or dogs or cooking or whatever, and then you work to get people in there and make it fun and interactive, and then invite members to invite their friends, all that kind of thing. Or you can join other groups that are out there that are about the subjects you love. But you're not going to talk about your products or your business. You're just going to start to meet people. And then when the time is right, you can message them about your products and business, right? It's just about building that trust, that know, like, and trust. And, you're talking in a dog group, and somebody in the group says, oh, my dog's getting these ticks. I don't know what to do. And then you can message them and say, hey, I know you're struggling with ticks with your dog. Have you tried our bug guard or whatever? I'm just saying, but you're building a relationship with them first about the dogs. And then later, when something comes up that you can offer to help them with, then you offer to help them that, right? Okay. So then the next one is be accountable. So last but not least, be accountable. So track your progress, measure your results. Those are 2 different things, So you might be saying, wow, I'm doing great. My goal was to recruit 20 this year. And so far I'm averaging 3 a campaign and my progress is great. But then 3 months later, all those reps quit. I think somebody else, I don't remember who it was, mentioned that she wanted active reps, right? That's the key. So that's where you need to measure your results. Yes, you recruited 10 people, but where are they now? Maybe my results weren't really that great. I thought they were, but maybe you gave out 20 brochures and you didn't get any orders. So this is it. You have to measure your results and know where you're standing, right? And why are your results good or bad, so that you can adjust your course. So, maybe you gave out 20 brochures and you didn't get any orders. Well, did you get their contact information? Did you follow up? That's where you really want to look at your business early in the process to see what you can be doing differently. You don't want to wait till the end of the year. So how can you change the direction of this to get a better result if you're not getting the results you want? You don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again if it's not getting the results that you wanted, right? So work with your accountability partner and celebrate your wins, big and small, and identify opportunities for growth and change. What can you learn that's going to make a difference so you're not doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? So, hey, that's my 5 step plan. I hope you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you online somewhere. Have a great day. Bye bye.